Hello students. In the lecture number 2 of petroleum refining engineering, we'll start with the alternative sources of fuels and petrochemicals. In order to reduce the load on the crude oil-based fuels and petrochemicals, we may explore the alternative sources. As far as the fuels are concerned, we may think of the biodiesel, biobutanol, bioethanol, and so on. Nowadays, the lots of efforts are being made to reduce the cost of hydrogen to be produced from the water splitting. This hydrogen can be used in the automobile as well as this hydrogen can also be used for the manufacturing of varieties of the petrochemicals. One of the largest source of hydrogen, carbon and oxygen elements are the biomass. Plenty of biomass is available on the planet. And if we compare the elements of crude oil and the elements of the biomass, both are having same. But the conversion technologies for the petrochemical manufacturing is largely available on the crude oil based, whereas the conversion of biomass into a petrochemicals is quite challenging. So we'll discuss in coming time what are all those obstacles and what would be the future. We may also explore the use of shale oil and shale gas available recently. The commercial level production have been started and recently discovered sea oil and sea gas will also discuss. Then we'll move to the crude oil reservoirs. So what are all those crude oil reservoirs? We'll see country-wise how much crude oil is available, including India. And then briefly discuss about the OPEC countries. OPEC stands for the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Companies. What is the share of all those companies as far as the crude oil reservoirs are concerned? Then we classify the crude oil based industries. So very first type of industries are the E&P, which is known as the exploration and production. All these companies majorly involved into the detection and exploration of the oil. Then petroleum refineries. So petroleum refineries process the crude oil and manufacture the fuels as well as the some of the chemicals. Third category is the petrochemicals. In petrochemicals, the raw material from the petroleum refineries are processed and converted into the useful chemicals. Specifically, the chemicals from C1, C2, C3, and C4 compounds. All those are the typical chemicals products. And finally, all those chemicals from the petrochemicals can be converted into a useful end products or which are known as commodities. And all those are carried out into the allied chemical industries. So we'll discuss a little bit in detail about the role of all these four types of uh, industries which are based on the crude oil. Then we'll be discussing about the 10 largest oil companies based on the reserves available with them and the world's 10 largest companies based on the exploration capacity. So the two different categories we'll be discussing. Then next would be the world's largest refineries. So the world's largest refineries are classified based on the different criteria. Say for example, the petroleum refinery company which is having world's largest refining capacity per day. So they may have n number of refineries across the globe, but the total refining capacity of that company is the highest in the world. Then second classification would be based on the single location petroleum processing capacity. So say for example, at one particular location, which company is having the highest processing capacity. And third would be based on a single land petroleum processing capacity. So it is possible that at one location, the refining capacity, total refining capacity is very, very high, but they may have the different land. So land number one, land number two, land number three. So in a single, using a single land, which company is having the highest refining capacity? Then we'll move to the world's largest petrochemical industries. We'll discuss something about that. And then we'll show you the Fortune 500 companies for the last 3 years. And you will be surprised to know that many companies would be from the crude oil based industries, whether E&P or refineries or petrochemicals. And then we'll discuss about what are significant contribution by all these hydrocarbon industries in the world economy. So this is all about the second lecture.